Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. This video is going to be mainly for a laser engraver that has a red dot pointer. A gentleman sent me this file and he's having trouble engraving this rope. This is a fly swatter, made out of leather, pretty cool. But before I start on how to do it with a red dot pointer, we need to clean some things up. So this might be a two-part series. As you can see, the rope, he did a really good job on the rope, but it's a little bit messed up. So we're going to take this one right here, this side right here, and we're going to left click, right click. I'm going to go ahead and turn the line into a hairline. To me, it makes it a lot easier to manipulate. There's a lot of ways you could do this. My suggestion on this particular one would be to take the virtual segment delete key. Well, we're going to break the curve apart, evidently. Let me grab it all again. Go up to object and break the artistic media apart. So you never did that. So we'll take the, I do not want to move that. I want to nudge it. So we'll get rid of that. And then I'll nudge it back. Because nudging is pretty important to put it back where we wanted it. But now that we've done that, we could take these two lines and just cut them out. Now we can take probably the 3-point curve line and go from that point to that point and just kind of make it more like the rope. And he evidently draws in half a point. So I'm going to change that right now with nothing selected. I'm going to change it to a hairline, make life a little easier. And now I'll draw in a hairline, get the other 3-point curve line and just go from node to node and kind of mimic that. Then we could take the virtual segment delete key and delete that line and delete that line. And I would be pretty happy with that, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this other part of this line. I have to ungroup it. Evidently it was part of a group. Well, I thought I'd already done it, but just take that node and just put it on this side of that node. And then we could actually delete this line. And we could actually delete that line. And that doesn't look too bad. We could bring, these two nodes up a little bit. And you can see they're separated, but it doesn't really matter. And that to me looks more like the rope should look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I'm going to take a 2-point line. Well, you know what? I think this thing is, yeah, he's made it in halves. So I'm going to delete this half. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. And then while holding down the control button, I'm going to mirror it over. So now, well, I didn't grab. What I'm going to have to do first, let me put it all the way back. And to make that all sealed up, I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. It's set on blue right now, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to fill that in. Now I can nudge that out of the way. And evidently I've got a leak. There it is right there. I've got a leak right there, and that's probably why it didn't come with it. Take the shape tool and just join those two nodes. Now we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. It worked. So I'm going to nudge it out of the way. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to nudge this out of the way. And then I'm going to left click, right click. And see, now I can take Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, mirror it over. Now we need to, now both ends are the same. But now I need to fix this. And once again, it's because he draws at half a point, I'm going to make it a hairline. Makes life a little easier because see, that was actually looked like it was joined. And we could spend a little time and actually fix, this to make the rope look more symmetrical, but this will be good enough. Then take the virtual segment delete key and delete those lines, delete all these lines. And you could, clean this up a little bit more. I've got some double lines, but those are going to be taken away by the Smart Fill tool. So now we're going to take the Smart Fill tool again and fill in that line. We're going to make it black. So there's our trusted line. And there it's going to look better for engraving. Some of that might have been in the top of it anyway, but stay tuned for part 2, and I'm going to show you how to use a red dot pointer to the maximum so you'll know where you're going to engrave it on this subject. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.